It's just 7 days until lockdown is officially over. What are you looking forward to? What are you excited about and can't wait to open up? Let me know. Put a comment below, inbox me. But the reality is, there is no cure for COVID, my people. So we need to be, as I've said across media this month, optimistically cautious. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, don't go making no epic plans, no big holidays, paying down significant deposits, because it can all change in a heartbeat as we see different countries in the world are struggling with COVID. So we need to be mindful. Plan within your sphere of influence the things that you can control, because when you go way outside of that, that can lead to significant disappointment, and that's not great for your greatness. One of the things I want to encourage you to do is to live in the now. For many of us in the West, we've been very spoiled, very fortunate. We haven't lived day to day. We could plan in the future and felt very confident that those plans would come to pass. But reality has changed immensely for us. And now we're living day to day. And there is a benefit to that. Believe it or not, there can be a benefit to that. How can you learn to live in the now? Because ultimately, the now is all we ever have. Tomorrow is not promised to us, and yesterday is gone, and the future is not within our control. All we have is right now. Remember, there were good things that came out of lockdown for us. Many of us began to cook from scratch. We used to go for walks. We'd check in on our neighbors. So whilst it may have been difficult, what do you think you need to keep? What needs to stay in your life that has been incredibly beneficial to you? Remember, adversity happens to all of us. The key is how you respond to adverse situations. Do you crumble? Do you long for the past? Or do you endeavor to accept and repurpose your energy on what you can control? Because I'll tell you this much, the more you focus on what you can't control, is the more mental health problems and your well-being will decline. And whilst I personally haven't necessarily embraced lockdown, there has been many benefits that potentially without it, I would never have grown and flourished in the way that I have. I want to thank all the people who've done the Pain into Purpose course. That is symbolic of something that came out of adversity. I created that in adversity. So what about you? Let's think about you, think about your life. And while, yes, it's wonderful that lockdown is finished in 7 days, we also need to practice optimistic caution. If you know what I mean, or you've got a question or a query, or this doesn't even make sense, or it speaks to you, inbox me. Happy to make a video to give you increased clarity. Take care of you, because if you don't,